I have an amazing collection of books in my home library, but I just can't own them all. Sometimes there's a book that I'm not sure about. Many times there's a movie that's not on streaming and I want to put my old DVD player to use. I've saved money, discovered new favorite authors and titles, and have become a regular at my local library. I walk in and they know who I am. So without further ado, let's wrap up my library year. Every year, I do a library end of the year recap, and it's time for the 2025 recap. Welcome or welcome back to Reading Sprints and Chai Sips. I'm your girl, Sasha Bonet. Yeah, so every year I do a recap of what I saved at the library, my best books at the library, all of that. And this year, I saved less than last year, but I still accomplished my goal. And my goal for 2025 was similar to what it was in 2024, which was go to the library at least once a month. That does not mean that I had to take out a book for every single month or time that I went to the library, but to go is the first step, the first part of the battle, right? Because you might find something that just entices you on the shelves that you didn't know would entice you before. And so many times that I've gone to the library with nothing in my head to get or on my mind, and still walk out with a book that I wanted to read. This year from the library, I got library books. I got, I believe, some DVDs. I also got some audiobooks in the form of audio CDs and in the form of these little cute players, which blew my mind. They were so cute. So my library routine for last year was I gathered up my books or whatever I needed to take with me, my wallet, my library card, all of the things. And then I headed over to Dunkin' Donuts, picked me up a drink and or a sandwich, and then headed to the library. This year, that library routine has changed significantly because right across from Dunkin' is 7 Brew. Okay. And we just got a 7 Brew. And so 7 Brew does not do food. So the routine has changed to me going to Dunkin' for a sandwich and then going to 7 Brew after I come from the library. Because on my way to the library is Dunkin' Donuts. On my way back from the library is 7 Brew. So I hit both. I hit both. So that's the only thing that's really changed. But apart from that, I don't really get that many drinks or sandwiches from either place because of just lifestyle changes. Plus, I have my new coffee machine. I have like 3 of them. Actually, I have to whittle it down. But until I find a coffee machine that fits my needs the way I want it to, I'll keep all 3 of my little coffee machines. But yeah, I usually make my drinks at home now, and I'll eat a breakfast at home since I'm making a drink at home. So let's talk about how much I saved by going to the library this year. I saved $923.93. That is a huge number. However, like I said before, I saved less this year than I did last year. The amount for last year, I'll put it on the screen because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But it's less, but it's still more than I would have had I not gone to the library. So the services that the library provides is, again, my local library provides books. That's the main thing that I go there for. But again, if I want to watch something and I can't find it on any platform without having to pay for it, the library is always good to look up a DVD for you. If there's an audiobook that I cannot find anywhere else, I will go to my local library and try to find it there. I also use Libby, and Libby is for my audiobooks and my ebooks. I am, if not a in tandem reader, I like to read physically while listening to the audiobook. So the library is great for that. Like I said before, my goal for 2025 was to go to the library at least once a month. We are now in December, and I've went to the library 11 out of 12 times, which means it's time to go to the library. Let's go. And we're at the library. I turned in my library books, so that is 12 out of 12 times I've gone to the library. I have officially completed my library goals. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in a study room at the library. The library also offers these study rooms. I booked a spot for 2 hours and I worked on some things. It's a surprise. And I enjoyed my time in here, especially since I'm burning my tits off. It is hot as hell in here. I do think they need some blinds in here, possibly to lower the blinds because the sun is coming in hella hot. It's coming in hot. And I'm sweating. I've been sweating. I haven't left this room for the 2 hours that I've been in here. But I also got work done. I did some research. I did some writing. I got things done. I'm happy about that. The road is also right outside this window. So it is what it is. But after this, I am going to get some pho. I haven't gotten any pho since June. No, since August when I was in Norway. I haven't had pho in that's sad that I had to count on my fingers, but 4 months. I haven't had pho in 4 months, and we're going to get pho after this. But I wanted to answer some of these questions. So the best and worst books I've borrowed from the library. I won't say worst book, but the best book I think I've borrowed is We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson, because after getting it from the library, I actually went out and bought my own copy. The most creepy Crowley book I would say is Our Wives Under the Sea, and the reason for that being I don't like body horror, and this book had some, and it made me cringe. I almost DNF'd it because of that. Just because of that. The book was good, but just because of that. New authors that I've gained from going to the library this year are Shirley Jackson, Marcus Cluer. Even though the book We Used to Live Here wasn't my favorite, I gave it like a 3. He's now a new author for me to, read some of his stuff. And since that was his debut, I can't wait to read the new book that's coming out this year. Our Wives Under the Sea, though I did not like that book, the author has written other things that I would like to get into. And I didn't just not like the book again. It was just the body horror. It cringed me the freak out. But now let's talk about my library goals for 2026. So I want to go to the library again at least one time a month. That's 12 times in all at the least. That's it. And continue to utilize my Libby in my library as I have been doing this entire time, and to utilize the other aspects of my library, like the study room that I'm in right now that I utilize for 2 hours. You can book time at your library. I also found out that there's a meeting room here, so if you have business meetings or class meetings or whatever that you need, you can book those as well if they are available. So yeah, that's wrapping up this video. Thank you for staying as long as you have with me this entire year. I've enjoyed my time on YouTube. I've enjoyed my time going to the library as well. But I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.